What up, everybody? We're back. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Had some stuff that I had to take care of, but here we are. Glad that you're watching this live, or maybe you kind of tune in later. I appreciate you for coming by. I mean, all this is just me pulling out of my ass. I write a few little notes here to kind of remind myself what I'm going to talk about as I stream, but there's no not reading off a teleprompter. I'm just staring straight at you and just pulling shit out of my ass. So got 20 views for my last video. So for shit pulled out of my ass, I think that's pretty fantastic. Shit pulled out of my ass is a great statement and a great way to start your stream. So if you have any friends, make sure you pass along that advice. I don't even remember that. Pulling shit out of your ass. See? All right. So today's topic, as you can see here on the big screen, Season Thieves Season 1. So just because it's called Season 1, for those who haven't played Sea of Thieves or even know what I'm talking about, Season 1 is it's gonna be more. Oh, what? That's why. The reason why Sea of Thieves is calling it Season 1, because this is their Season 1 Plunder Pass. So just like any other Battle Pass, there's two variants of it. There's the free version, and then there's the Plunder Pass, where you pay a little bit more and get some extra shit. But to be honest with you, the regular pass, you get all kinds of crap. So the Plunder Pass, Plunder Pass, whatever. It has some cool things in it, so yeah, it is worth it if you're an avid player or you just like to have some shit that you know want to flex on some fools. Then I'd recommend to get it. But if you don't really play this game, then just enjoy the free version of the pass. I mean, the game comes with the Xbox Game Pass as it is, so if you are an active member in the Game Pass community where you sit there and you just play through all these new games, this is definitely one that I recommend. Maybe you and your friends are looking for a new game to play. Maybe you're on console, they're on PC. This game is cross-play, so definitely a great game to play with your friends. I don't recommend to play this game by yourself for the first time. You might not have a good experience. I mean, it is an open ocean world of pirates. Not everybody you meet is nice. You'll have a lot of toxic, a lot of people kind of ruin your first experience. I mean, I've had that happen to me multiple times. I have a bunch of homies who play that's happened. I mean, it still happens. There are some people that are just live and breathe Sea of Thieves, and I mean, if you come to the realization that this is a fucking game, then it's not going to upset you. It's frustrating because it's kind of permadeath kind of scenario where if your ship sinks and all your shit's in it, it's all gone. You gotta load up on the island and start again. I mean, so you're wondering, so what's the point of the game? I mean, is to flex. You get a lot of gold, you get a lot of doubloons, and you just pimp out your boat, pimp out your pirate, you know, peg legs, the whole works. I'll show you guys when I dive into the open, you know, viewing of the game. I'll go into a couple of the shops and I'll just kind of show you guys the main island, maybe sail out just so you can maybe see some on the water experiences that you get with the game. This game, what I really like is you don't know what's going to happen next. You load up the boat, you get going, you have hindsight of what you want to do, which is maybe look for sunken treasure or buried treasure, and then a ghost pirate ship comes up, and then, you know, this happens or that happens, or a PvP ship comes and tries to take you out. There's just endless crap that can happen in this game, which is, you know, obviously more fun than it is kind of shitty, but overall this game it's fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys to give it a shot. So the main question that I had brought up was, or that's brought up to me, excuse me, is what is there to do? Before I answer that, I want to give a big shout out to the developer team Rare, because they're consistently and constantly dropping developer updates, what's coming, what's there to do, and then they also have a Sea of Thieves Insider program, and those select few people get to try out new things for the game, obviously, and they give their feedback, and then that's when normal Sea of Thieves players eventually down the line will get to experience those new adventures, content, whatever it may be. So question. What is there to do in Sea of Thieves? Be a pirate. It's simple. So before, you know, I get too deep into that, let me show you, look at this cool little video here. All right, I'm trying to. intro screen. I'll let you guys enjoy that here for a second. Order of Souls, you're gonna see those names pop up a little bit later, and I'll get more into that. That's what I'm kind of showing you guys. Video kind of gives you a general explanation to what the game's gonna kind of somewhat be about, which is be a pirate. All right, there we go. Had a problem switching. All right, so you saw a little intro there. Background. All right, there we go. So perfect. So coming into Sea of Thieves, what is there to do? Be a pirate. So here at this main screen, see here, you're gonna see a couple of options. Adventure and Arena. Pirate Emporium is where you're gonna spend real money and what's new. So every day you kind of log in, it'll tell you what's there, you know, the newest, latest drops of what content is going on or what the main quest storyline is, and so on and so forth. So Adventure and Arena. So it just sounds like it's supposed to sound. Adventure is the open world adventure. Arena is more of a PvP where you will spawn with your pirate crew, or you will spawn with the set team if maybe you're playing alone, and you're just PvPing, finding certain chests, trying to take them and deliver them to I forgot what they're called. I think they're called the Sea Dog ships, and you're supposed to take each other out and steal each other's loot and so on. It's a lot of fun if you have the right set of people to do it, but if you're just jumping in and don't really know how to play the game, I probably wouldn't recommend to do it. All right, adventure mode. So let's dive into that, and what I have for that here. All right, give me it. There we go. So adventure or arena. I kind of want to dive more into the adventure portion of it. Conquer the ocean. So there's many ways that you can sit here and play the game. One of the main ways that a lot of people do, they just sail around and sink people. Look for ships that are docked up, try to come up to them, commandeer their shit, set their boats on fire, light holes into it, you know, sink them, which is cool and all, but I mean, I think once you first dive into the game and it gets kind of old. I mean, you will have your days you're going to go there and you're going to try to sing people and do that kind of shit, which I'm, once again, I don't, not against it, because I sit there and I do that on my own. But after, you want more from the game. So, and there is a lot more that the game has to offer than just PvPing people. Like, for example, represent the companies. So in that little short that I showed you guys there, you're going to see that there was Gold Hoarders, there was the Order of Souls, and a Merchant Alliance. There are a couple others, which is like Regents, Hunter's Call, and so on and so forth. But those are the three main trading companies where you're going to kind of get your like first three kind of options of side quests, which are the Gold Hoarders. With those guys, they're going to be giving you riddles or X marks the spot kind of maps where you kind of have to go sail to these islands, follow the clues, you know, solve the puzzles, find the treasure, which is an assortment of type of buried treasure that you take back on your ship, and then go on to the next one. Order of Souls. So Order of Souls, that one right there, That's where you go around hunting skeletons. So the Order of Souls lady, there's a different one on different outpost islands, which is where you kind of first start. You'll see here in this clip that I'm about to show you. But Order of Souls, you're going around trying to break the curses of skeleton captains or pirates and bring their heads back to them. So if you like a little bit of PvE off the boat, that's what I'd recommend, because you're gonna have to pull your boat up, hop out with a sword and a gun, go around and fighting skeletons, which is pretty fun. Next one after that is going to be the Merchant Alliance. They're pretty sick. So it sounds silly, but what you're doing is you're delivering items from one island to another, from one person to another, which is going to be like bottles, plants. You got to water them, make sure you don't break them. Obviously try to avoid encounters on the open ocean. That one's a lot of fun. Some of them are timed by actual time, some of them are like by dates. You have to sail to this area by a certain time, so that's pretty cool. That's something that I would definitely recommend to give a shot. I mean, it sounds kind of dumb, but once you actually do it, it's actually pretty fun. So other things that you can do here is going to be commendations and tall tales. Commendations are going to be kind of like your challenges. You can actually earn titles. So there's one of them is like Hoarder of the Mermaid Treasure. So like that would be like your pirate title, like Golden Skeleton Bomber or some crap like that. So those are gonna be titles. So when you run into random enemies or your homies, they look at your gamer tag. You have your gamer tag and your title, which is pretty cool. It's nothing too crazy, but once you dive into the game, some of the titles actually do sound pretty sick. So that's definitely a grind worth working toward. Tall tales. So tall tales are going to be kind of like your main quest storylines, or maybe not even main quests, but actual storylines where you'll activate it and NPC will come out and start talking to you. Maybe it's a ghost, a skeleton, a spirit, or a real pirate. They'll tell you kind of what the story entails, and you're kind of following a book, a magical compass, or a lantern, seeing past ocean battles, diving into like sunken vaults, and doing some Indiana Jones type adventures, which I do have a clip here. I can definitely dive into that as well. Let's see. For the Tall Tales alliances, yeah. So sometimes, like yesterday, this happened to me. It happens more often than you might think, but not too often. You join alliances with servers. So you just jump into a server, you see a boat coming after you, kind of nervous. You can actually join an alliance with them. No, that doesn't mean they can't kill you. You can't kill them. They can still be assholes and do that. That just means that you guys are in an alliance. You guys are kind of shook hands. We're like, we're gonna be homies. But of course, it's in a pirate world. Pirates can be traitors and betray you and steal your shit, but sometimes you can get the whole server in an alliance, and you think, okay, why does that benefit? You each get a piece of the prize. So let's say, for example, you start representing one of those trading companies, or I mean the companies that I had mentioned. You can turn in their treasure for double the money. You can give them your alliance a treasure they need, because you'll get bigger income back. You'll get like a % of what they turn in and cash in. So you could be across the ocean doing your thing, making money from your alliance while they're turning stuff in and having their own adventure, or you can travel around doing world events. And so with that being said, let's dive into world events. So you're out in the open ocean, boom, fire tornado pops up, ghost cloud of a skeleton skull will pop up, or flame heart's red evil skull will pop up. That usually means there's some type of world event going on, which means it gets a lot of attention from the server. There's a lot of challenges, or those commendations that I mentioned, that will kind of entice you to go to those world events. Of course, you can alliance up and help people do it, or they help you because they have that challenge and you don't, or you let someone do all the dirty work, come in, sink their shit, and take all the loot. It happens. I've done it. It's happened to me. I'm gonna do it some more. People are gonna do it back to me. That's the open world of Sea of Thieves. That's what you get. So with those world events being said, there's a few things. So let's start playing this clip. So this is basically what the game kind of entails here. It's just gonna be an open world. You spawn on an island. There's gonna be merchants, and where you can buy crap, which is mainly clothing and stuff like that. There's going to be barrels across the said outposts, and between those outposts you're going to find barrels full of cannonballs, spell balls, which is like activated person's anchor. You'll have bananas, fruits, food for you to eat, And they're also going to have wood. So if someone puts a hole in your boat, obviously it doesn't magically fix itself. You got to do it. So even though this game doesn't have crazy 4K capabilities, I'm seeing sweat come down my pirate's face kind of graphic detail, but the game is pretty detailed in the fact where you got to set the sails, drop the anchor, harpoon in closer, angle the sails, make sure you're in the wind, make sure you're keeping an eye out for the storms. The storms will send you up walls of waves, it'll blast holes into your bow, and all kinds of other crap. So here's just a little short clip of what it's like to get it started in the open motion. We're here with the sloop. There are 3 different boats in this game, which is the sloop, then you're gonna have the brigantine, the brigantine, and then you're gonna have the galleon. And between those boats is just the size of your crew. Sloop, everything is from the captain's wheel. Everything's pretty close there. So you see right there, you have the sails right, and then the anchor's right behind me. So that makes for a very easy type of maneuverability between the boat. The brigantine is a little bit more for 2 to 3 people, and then of course the galleon is going to be your 4 boat. You can get 3 people to run it, but to be honest with you, not worth it. That thing is a beast. You can find rowboats, which do make it a little bit easier for the galleon, but overall, I think the brig is the best ship. So I did mention there were some like Indiana Jones type of adventures. So check this out. This was we had to take this explosive barrel to an island and take it through all these booby traps without exploding it, because if it exploded, we had to start the whole mission over. This here is a tall tale, by the way. So you got I'm dodging, swinging spiked traps. There's more traps to activate on the floor, which obviously, if you activate, it just makes the game 10 times harder. Some of these traps are relentless. I'm talking swinging traps, perfectly timed jumps. There's spikes coming out of the walls, and sometimes you don't even have an idea. You're just walking, and then booms, spikes through the wall. There is all kinds of different death traps. There's all kinds of different routes and hidden things in certain islands. You can go to the same island like 3 times and find 3 secret locations due to the quest that you're doing. So there you are. You're seeing spikes come out of the sand. Like, how would you know that? As I continue showing you this kind of an Indiana Jones adventure, the next clip that's going to play after this is going to be a puzzle. So there are different kinds of puzzles, like the one I'm going to show you here coming up is water's going to start filling inside of the room. And so we have to try to like figure out changing the patterns on the walls before obviously it fills up. And yes, you do drown. This game, if you die, your boat acts as your spawn point. So if you usually want to keep your boat close by so you can run back to the action. If not, let's say your boat sinks, your boat will spawn on a random island a lot further away from where you were, and it's up to you to get your boat back to where you were. Obviously, if you sink and your whole team dies, you're kind of put on the other side of the server. So in these tall tales, there's going to be books, there's going to be ripped out pages, once again, like magical lanterns and compasses that'll guide you. It'll give you some like random ass thing, to read or try to figure out, depict. Maybe it's backwards, but you got to sit there and try to avoid, different rooms from filling up. Other stuff. So I know that sounds all fun. Not everybody's into the whole adventures and doing these little side quests. I mean, you can literally sail the open ocean. You sail the open ocean, you're gonna find all types of crap. You're gonna see other people in boats. You can just go hunt them down, or you can have kind of experiences like this. Oh, I don't think I have the video here. I know what I can. Actually, pull this video to the side so I can show you this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So unprofessional, Augie. You should have had all of this ready. Not that I didn't have it ready, just I don't know how to really computer stuff, so this is the best as you. Alright, so check this. So I didn't fully edit this clip here because I didn't want it. So a lot of times in the game, you can just be sailing in the open ocean. You start hearing some intense music, and there could be a few things. So those few things can be like a kraken, ghost pirate ship that you're seeing right now, just come out of the water like that. So they'll come out of the water, they start hitting, shooting cannonballs at you. Point is to sink them. What's really cool about these experiences is once you kind of whale a lot into these ghost pirate ships, you can actually board them. So I think that's sick. You can board them, start pirate fighting, maybe start throwing their treasure out and have your pirate crew shooting, harpooning, shit like that. So that's what's really cool about these ghost pirate experiences. As you see there, I'm throwing fire bombs onto the ship. That's pretty sick. Kraken. I know I kind of just slipped Kraken into there. Some of you are like, bro, you can't just say Kraken. Come on, tell us a little bit more. It's honestly not cool. It's not. You fail in for 3 hours, you have all your fucking loot, then boom, Kraken tentacles come, grab your boat. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, quick Instagram shout out in case you don't, that's where I post all my gaming clips. So if you're watching from YouTube, maybe you came across this video, you're 21 minutes and 30 seconds in the clip, and you're like, I want to see him game. Well, then check out my Instagram. So there I post a lot of my funny clips or daily clips, sometimes even more than a minute long, up to 10, whatever I'm in the mood for. So Instagram handle is augie.oso, AUGGIE.OSO, as in period. Big shout out to myself. Anyways, open world encounters, megalodons do kind of come up, check your boat out. Some of them are more passive than aggressive. They'll kind of just check out your boat, swim around you, give you a little bit of anxiety, and then kind of peace out. Some of them will just start fucking chomping. So don't always think that a megalodon's not going to attack, because it's going to attack. Open world, that's all this game is. One kind of downside to this game, which it's not really a downside, but maybe for the first time you play, you don't really know what to do. Kind of just throws you in the shit, and you got to figure it out. And that's where they wanted you to, team up with your homies. They wanted you to talk to random people and try to find out like what's there to do via word of mouth, kind of like they did back in the day. You go to an island, see some people, maybe try talking to them. Maybe they're cool enough, maybe they're not. I mean, that's what I did yesterday. I had to do in a world event, and there was a boat there. So I pulled up the boat when I messaged him. I said, hey, do you guys need help with this event? If not, I can peace out. I'm not trying to, make the anxiety happen. Message me back. Nah, it's all cool. We threw up alliance flags, and we played for like the next 2 hours, just helping each other do quests and stuff. I've had happen to homies where you meet someone like that, and at the end of the day, they'll sink you and take all the shit. They just like messing with people. Some people are sociopaths. What are you gonna do? All right, so I'll stop showing you this clip here. So basically, I just wanted to show you how like the pirate ship came up out of the wall. You also have other open world events such as this. This is Briggsy here. Just pirate captain lords that have crazy powers. Some of them shoot flames from their face. Some of them rain meteors from the sky. Some of them, like these, just raise the dead. So it's just endless waves of ads that are coming to attack you. That's how you get cool crap for your ship, how to get the extra cool shit, more than just getting gold, grinding gold, buying from merchants. There are going to be some locked items that you get for doing those challenge commendations that I had mentioned earlier in the video. There's other cool stuff, which I think this is the idea of it's cool, but it's hard as shit, are phantom boats. Check this. There you are. Here's some phantom boats that we kind of roll up on. So this is one of the world events, Captain Flameheart. He's a prick. He's very annoying. Floating head in the sky that kind of just talks too much like me. But I'm not a floating head in the sky. I'm just a floating head on your screen. So sunken ships will be out in the open ocean as well. So like as you're sailing across, you're gonna start seeing birds in the sky. Usually those like barrels filled with loot and items, like the cannonballs and crap that I had mentioned earlier. Also, the sunken ships, which are cool. You want to park your boat by them. You dive under the ocean and you kind of swim inside and try to find loot the crap that obviously whoever sunk them didn't have time to get to. I mean, without ruining the game too much and diving too deep into the miscellaneous crap such as like fishing, doing the other trading companies which aren't really main to the storyline or to the main point of Sea of Thieves, like the Order of Souls, Gold Hoarders, and so on. There's a lot of stuff to do. Get drunk. I mean, just go around doing random shit to random people in boats, taking on fan of fleets, maybe fighting the Kraken because you can actually kill it, doing the Megalodon, maybe doing Merchants Alliance, delivering shit across the ocean. I mean, to wrap up, the endless amount of stuff that you could do here in Sea of Thieves is simple. Be a pirate. Be a pirate. So the point of this game, here's a little PvP here for you. The point of this game is to be a pirate. I mean, there is no rule to how to be a pirate. I mean, you could be a good pirate, you can be a bad pirate. Like, for example, these fools are here just chilling park. They see us rolling up. Boom, harpoon them. They're not going nowhere, at least not with us right next to them. I mean, they were just leaving the outpost. So, I mean, they probably were just getting started. We just started to whale shit into their fucking boat. That's how it is sometimes. You got to do what you got to do. So, to wrap up the grand mystical adventure of me talking for half an hour straight about Sea of Thieves is the answer to the simple question of what is there to do, and that's be a pirate. Whether you want to go look for sunken treasure, whether you want to take on skeleton crews, whether it's via land sword fighting, or maybe it's on the open ocean shooting cannonballs and throwing fireballs on deck. Maybe you like the more going solving puzzles and Indiana Jones type adventures. And you can do it all. You can do it all in one fucking sitting. You can honestly, I mean, not every adventure in one setting, but you can do different adventures in one sitting. Like just search for sunken treasure, take out ghost ships, start alliances, talk shit to your friends, throw blunderballs and knock people overboard. It's just endless fun of crap. And after a rough ranked day of Apex Legends, I'm sure Call of Duty 4 game that's PvP and frustrating. I mean, this game is honestly a really fun one to come kind of chill back, relax a little, because if not, I would definitely break my Xbox controller if I just played Apex all goddamn day. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that serious. But all end and end, Sea of Thieves, a great game. I mean, I still to this day play it. It is so much better than how it was, you know, back in the day when it first kind of dropped. It got kind of bland. But now there's all kinds of crap. And it's season 1. So there's all kinds of shit, you know, coming towards. Check out on YouTube, you know, the developers consistently drop all type of content updates and crap like that. So that's basically it. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to show you a quick clip. I'm going to switch over to Livestream. And I'm gonna maybe play some Pirates for a bit, shoot the shit with some friends. You're more than welcome to come and join in that portion of it. I'm gonna take off a bear hat. It is pretty hot today, so it'll just be vibing with your boy Augie. So once again, thank you for tuning in to watching Sea of Thieves. Well, at least me talk about it and dive in, say some stupid shit. But hopefully this opens your eyes to the game and maybe give it a shot. I mean, if you want to play with me, more than welcome to. Once again, the game is cross-play. So PC, Xbox, you're trying to get on the game, yeah, let's run it. Remember, this is the game corner. And you know it's the game corner? The bear hat. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in a few. Oops, had a bit of an echo there. Hey, dude, come join us. We're about to dive into some Sea of Thieves. I was gonna live stream it actually, but I can't. I gotta do some shit real quick. So if you tune back to the beginning, you're gonna see everything that I was talking about. I will most likely stream tomorrow. If not, tune in next Wednesday and we'll talk about a new topic. Still, get on Xbox. I see you there in the top there. Let's play some Sea of Thieves. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Check out the video. It'll be on my YouTube. If it doesn't pop up right now,